So, idea of is the final Smackdown Go Home show is tonight. So let's get break down live. So Friday Night Smackdown was a really good show. This is not too bad. So tonight. So idea of Smackdown tonight. It was a faster show. I'll say A show or B show. So let's so if you want to subscribe in this channel, if you want to subscribe to, you get one membership at one another application below on my screen below. And also, if you want to buy something, you can buy just like Spider-Man game. You can buy that on the at my store. You want to buy something, so you can buy Spider-Man game, DVD, and all the access and all the costs, all at the globe. So let's get break down like me two separate ways. Is so much more. So let's go live right here on SmackDown. So here's the next match for tonight. So we have a United States Open Challenge. So we got Is It Dark Enough? Here we go. 1-1 against Levin Friesel. So after last time in Ashes when Is It Dark Enough? Wasn't the undefeated Aleister Black on SmackDown October 24th. After set of forces to undefeated Axiom and Larry Friesel on SmackDown between September 19th. So, after speaking of Terry Strand came to the ring, after he called out Sade Cargill for a fight, after but CM manager Nick Aldis to came to the ring, wasn't down, and he said, I just haven't cleared her yet, and Sade Cargill came out and was a taunt Sabian in little to get under her skin. Under one of security guard and kept them apart. So after a break and a few minutes, Isaac Dragunov was said to put the U.S. title on the line in open challenge against Levin Friesel. As it was before it could begin, it was Tommaso Ciampa. After he came out and the ring said, Levin Friesel doesn't deserve the title shot, and Isaac Dragunov told him to take a walk. After which he did, but he did it to excessively. I just thought it felt like it will lead to something. After of Levin Friesel tried to get the wasn't normally with a running knee, but the Mad Dragon was right back to his feet. After it put him into the corner for some shots. So this was an interesting and exciting matchup tonight, after because it felt so fresh, and these two have only had two wrestling encounters, and one took place in NXT UK back in 2022. After it won in NXT back in 2023. So I just thought this was the fourth match on the main roster again, I think. And this was a fast-paced match that also had some stiff strikes and fun spots. I mean, they worked very well together to put on a great show. At one point, Larry Whistle almost won with a Phoenix splash, but it wasn't enough to keep Sibian down. So Izzy Dragunov was able to retain with a clean victory and was surprising after it looked like they were setting up for Simpa to unify. He saw up after a match to attack on maybe a piece of true. So anyway, on this match, Izzy Dragunov, as in between Sade Cargill was to dress as a Ponsano. Anya Ramsey arrived to attending her Marvel. Anya was recording in her outfits, but indeed she showed up looking like a Catwoman from Batman movie. Anya of those returns when the episode was live. So, speaking of R-Truth, was dressed has Santa Claus and handing out some candy backstage. So this was hilarious. I just said the video package for Izzy Dragunov was great. Maybe Weasel somehow this move at the superhuman speed. And just sometimes he is also explosive and Dragunov, excellent simplex, has so much snap to it and doesn't look great. So maybe Weasel the backflip into a DDT was amazing. So here's the next match. We got Kate Wilson. Here we go, 1-on-1 against Kamala Hayes. After of last time in absence when Kate Wilson lost to Montez Ford in the main event October 17th. After when Kamala Hayes and The Miz lost to the Street Profits of Smackdown September 26th. And speaking of Ian Prince is still out with this injury, so Kate Wilson had to go it along when he took on Kamala Hayes in a singles match this week. Kate Wilson took a troll by throwing his fist at Hayes, and it was before watching him into the corner, and he mustering his passion for a little while, but once. Benjamin Hayes requiring his capsule, he began unloading on him. So between with The Miz, he was so up and sent Hayes into the ring post. Also, a referee was distracted, but Kate Wilson was unable to capitalize onto the moment, and Hayes hits the fourth 48 right after the ran. So this was so predictable, but it had his moments. between The Miz. After his formal apologies, wasn't doubt after hitting him with his financial also just viewed so far from over. So, and when on this match, Kamala Hayes. So, speaking of, Tama Tonga had a quick moment at backstage. After with Answer Dragunov, implied he might be the next dinosaur. After when Hayes was a head Cecil, if the takedown looked good, and Kate wasn't, so it will. So, 96 go 1-1 against Alexa Bliss. So, I did up last time in Assessment Bliss and saw it play on defeating LaFaki and Bailey on Raw October 27th, and 96 lost to Timmy Strain on Smackdown September 26th. There was a formal opponents and tag team champions found to see his opponent on Friday when Bliss stepped into the ring with Nia Sax. So, I just says 96 hit Bliss from behind as she was heading her title to solid Flair to take each role and right out of the gate after she started throwing Bliss from the corner to a corner and hitting her with the splashes against a turnbuckle. So, after when Bliss screamed in her face and tried to fight back, and but 96 put her on her back with one side. It took some time before Leonard Miz Bliss started getting in any real offense. I just said Queen to watch as her opponent was taking in a lot of punishment. 96 came close with a Samoan drop, but Bliss was unable to kick out at 2. So this message falls at Mr. Dave against Glasses. And between 96 was an endorsement has an arrow and Bliss made for the perfect underdog against 2. The special from solid Flair and Blizzard was able to skip to the win by knocking 96 off. So just a middle between Light Deal into the ropes and paying her before she knew what was happening between the match. So, in the win on this match, Alexa Bliss. And this is with a solo sauce match involving Utah, was a 42 out, said the show, in Sami Singh, he asked Nick Aldis to be in Madison Square Garden Corner tonight, but after he was not money clear, so Nick Aldis told him to sit and just one out. Speaking of Corey Graves was really posing with the Habit Bowl on the commentary tonight. So here's the next match. So that's the MFTs taking on against Montreal City Machine Guns. As it last time, it also ran MFTs to undefeating Ray Phoenix and Shinsuke Nakamura on Smackdown October 24th at Master Squad calling undefeating Los Angeles on Smackdown October 17th. I just said the next matchup, we saw Alex Shelley and Chris Subin to take on Stacey Machado and Tama Tonga in a tag match. After that was set up in order into the show during a backstage segment. After between Stacey Machado lose his skate size and power invested to take its role. A most normally, Alex Shelley was assaulted for a long time about Stacey Machado and Tonga to tag in and out to keep the sea fresh. After when Chris Sippett wasn't able to get a hot tag into Agatha commits a break. And but once he got it, he came in and started going at full speed to take on both opponents by himself, and unnecessarily for Macho machine guns. The Chris Subin blast of office was, and it was too little too late. So after when Tonga got the win for his team by hitting his friend and then it was turning Tonga. He also added insults to his injury by coming in with it so he has a soap just hand and just soak swimming Chris open and while they force Alex excited to watch. So it just was a decent tag match, but with a little more time, it would have been much better. I just felt like the Wilsons getting going when it ended, and Ray Phoenix and Sasuke Nakamura came out to get the Assault Revenge for last week lose, but they didn't feel any better. And the winner on this match, MFTs. So Sasha Green with Snow White Gill was great. After between Cody Graves, we advanced to Keith Lee, bring Carl Brocat Lee. After it was quick, it might not have been. After when Solo Sakura Tony Russell's again, he showed news the same pain. It also has a west outside the group is a cool look, and that stands out. So here was a contract signed before tomorrow night, Saturday night, main event in Utah tomorrow night. So I just said the show was ended with a contract signed this moment. After between assessment and following Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes, in which the Nick Aldis was out there to oversee in an attempt to keep the peace. So, speaking by Cody Rhodes signed also this paperwork. He signed on this contract. He was offered to the contract, and he signed this paper. I'm also doing it line literally, but to McIntyre's to Brain said he couldn't sign it because and it was impossible. Nick Aldis Spring said it was a censorship contract and was afraid to take away. So Tyler saw completely. So, and Nick Aldis said about, I had enough of you in playing my games. That's what Nick Aldis said all along. So, Anya between Drew McIntyre called his bluff and said to get someone else as he attempted to leave. Between with Cody Rhodes asked him to sit down, and he said he knew what Drew McIntyre wanted. Okay, this was strange between Drew McIntyre, because I like Drew McIntyre because he has a great talented, great career. So this was the best for him. So after he confirmed that Drew McIntyre wanted to add a stipulation to the contract, he was stating many of Cody Rhodes is coming out or DQ, and he will lose the title. After winning to make it not meal, he said after he was fine with it, and so Drew McIntyre is signed to the contract. So after he was open to the contract, so it's official that he signed this paper. After between they talk a little trash to either all made just a distant promo announcement, but it was also incredible, predictable, and felt like a lot of announcement criminals has had like this. So here's a final word. So WWE mostly takes advantage of those episodes on holidays and make the show feel like it has a theme. But this year's of Halloween, Smackdown had a few costumes, and that was it. After we got another of 4 masses we have since right now, and we get every week from the Blue Brand, but only one of within the store out has a special. I guess it in common between is it dark enough, and then we visit Watson says the best match is in the end and also the card, but it was the best for WWE match we saw all the week. So, and they worked together to put on a 80-10 fight, and the level both men with some braces, and it will be funny tomorrow night. And it was a kind of match that could stand next to any pay-per-views and holds its own. So that was great fashion Smackdown tonight. This is my favorite part. So my favorite part of this segment is Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes. I like those two about their chemistry and the between these works for them. So this is my my YouTube gaming poll for tonight. So if you like Smackdown tonight, give me a like and subscribe in this video. Give me a thumbs up for that. So give me 1 minute here. So we got 33% like it so tonight. 67% is alright, and 7% didn't like it. So it's gonna make Twitter poll. They got 2% liked it, 2% is alright, and 2% didn't like it. So it's gonna be between certain notes here. I think between those two. So his friend Bob and with Cindy Madonna a while ago, they tweeted about 42 minutes. I think I was doing my top plans on leaving has an unexploded delivery recipient tomorrow before tomorrow at Sunday night main event. So I got some pics before tomorrow night. So it's gonna be between Sunday night main event main card between tomorrow night. So let's go to Sunday night main event card here before tomorrow night. For one more time. So we're going to between this. So my favorite is tomorrow night, Saturday night, main event at Utah tomorrow night. So let's go between this right here. So we have Aubrey match. We got CM Punk versus Say also tomorrow night. Who might walk to walk to in the room that match? Just the world heavyweight championship. Who might walk out? Whose winner might be? I might go with CM Punk because he hasn't a title won before. Last time we saw him at SummerSlam. So between with Punk or say also, I might go with who might win. I think. So here's the second match. So we have Ozzy Triple Threat match. So here's the sub match. So we got Terry Stratton. Here we go 1-on-1 against Seed Cargill. I think between of those two about this particular chemistry. So Seed Cargill has a hair torn and in between this big attack to Terry Stratton on last week. And I'm gonna go with Seed Cargill. Might be in new Women's World Champion. It's my predictions. So we might have 4 matches on the main card. So we have 4 matches. We have WWE 7-set match. And probably more, I think. Let me see here. Here's Harley Karen. He was just like I think oh I just heard about Adrian Starlo is now training in professional wrestling. That's also heard. This is just one more about Adrian Starlo. Speaking of her, Adrian Starlo, So, Andrew between the daughter of the legendary of his late dad, Eddie Guerrero, and now begins her own journey into the world of personal wrestling. Welcome to the newest member of the Body of Wrestling Training School. So, let me to open this up. You guys haven't heard about Guerrero Starlo is now training Body of Wrestling at Booker T School program. It might be with Jerry Reed. I just hope the first for Guerrero Starlo. So that's it. So this was Guerrero Starlo is now training at Personal Wrestling School. Body of Wrestling. So that's what Guerrero Starlo is now to train a personal wrestling. So what do you guys think of this about Guerrero Starlo? Maybe JDB, I think. Between a whole, I think about Guerrero Starlo might be. I'll see you soon. So, I think Body of Wrestling has some amazing talented and talent coming out of deal as he is defining in the right place. So Aguero's legacy can be stay continue VIVA La Avanza. But later I was surprised when Angria started in personal wrestling training school. So that's as his heard. So I was shocked. So what if he brings his book with Booker T will put his name on hold as he did with Boston Perez, the second longest reigning NXT Women's Champion, yes longer, and then some of the greatest women's in WWE history. As you see, we fit in Wrestling Hall also the best. She might be in with NXT soon. So this was the hate news. And let's hope we're in Body of Wrestling School. So I've seen that before, I think. Probably about Dominic's sister, Aaliyah, might be in personal wrestling soon. I think. So Dominic's sister finally gonna wrestle. She might be next too. For his women's years footsteps for Aaliyah Mysterio. I think she might. Speaking of Rey Mysterio's daughter, Aaliyah, the part hope follows footsteps. So he might be in wrestling too. That's Asu's hard. So do you think Aliyah Mysterio could be the next to race up in WWE very soon? So 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 let us know what you guys think on my live super chat. Comment below what you guys think about this. This one might be good for Aliyah for the official has Rey Mysterio's first steps. So it might be great. So I was thinking about we will finally get Aliyah against Rhea Ripley again the last time, and we saw her. I just hate you get to get us staff our stamps. I just when she couldn't be worse than like Twin Sausage and Rock Star. I knew it Aliyah is already better in the looks department and then has Eva. I think it'd be a great idea to have. I think we must spell. So how about we must have Ray pass a mask on to her to Oval Dominic Mysterio. I think I wanna know about that. So I just said that's great if Ray Mysterio's better than her brother. I was thinking about Aliyah might be mixed tag team with his father, with Rey Mysterio. So it might be great. I was thinking about Aliyah might probably better than her brother who made a move from has a dad like Rey Mysterio's first steps. That might be good. So I just the whole family is so down on our fault because TKO what is running this company. Okay, this does not make any sense about TKO again. Okay, this is strings. Strings. You guys know that. I guess the next women's champion in tag team champs. I think women's deals could help hold Dollar out soon. So I can't wait. Let me see. Hugh. Oh. So women's deal be at what's it called? Let's be great event in this area. It might be on November, I think. So the tickets go on sale now on Audible, on AAA. This starts about 8 o'clock p.m. I'm gonna watch that sometime this week. Okay, so here's the next rings here between Seth and Green. So there will be a no surprises win, and I win my title back. Okay. So it might be about following next week. That's what the artist said. It's official. I just said official is clear. The first ever two-time women's United States champion. You might find out who part about next week. So after between a set of facts, gets the title back where it belongs to. After tonight's on Smackdown, Andrew Williams doesn't green in songs. And see, this is, it might be Nikki Cross under her mask. It's doesn't green slumped and see one away. So this is so funny of this part. I love this. After 12, Nikki Cross is coming for you. I think I like Nikki Cross because I watched this video about the Funfight Funhouse of late Bullet Lee and Bray Wyatt. So speaking of that, this video of Funfight Funhouse between Eric Rowan has emotional about haunted house. So after between we saw Eric Rowan is at on the vocal of a Firefly Funhouse. Speaking of that video, Eric Rowan. So Eric Rowan said about just like video about, he said Eric Rowan emotional. He was after listening ahead of seeing Survive 6 house. So I wasn't doing a Halloween all nights. I mean, it's cool. I'm so kind of overcome with emotional right now. I'm thinking about lots of different things, and I don't know where my mind is right now of William Matanya. I think we love the all nights, and for this to be happening, I just want to know that he can see. I want to see the house. I want to see where they do for Boy Lee, and from what I just heard that they do, and to me, it's so cool, but it sucks. So I know they see it, and that's why I saw it's cool. So this is what's too hard for Eric Rowan just right now. So I bless him. I lost a very personal close friends back in 2020. I didn't rethink of whole every single day. We see you, big guy, and your friendship with William Matanya has no outbreak right. And it was for sure, especially I know he spent the rest of his life to only him. And it breaks my heart to see Eric like this pain but losing Liam will never go away. It's really hard for us too. I've seen that feel about that. So Eric Warren is mostly he was thinking about Bray Wyatt and Boy Lee at having all the nights. That after he said about long time. So and now Eric Rowan is at the back at backstage tonight. So Eric Rowan says into a back of BTS a photo with Bray Wyatt. So I'm gonna tell you guys real quick minute here. So Eric Rowan to see this photo of you guys up late. Bray Wyatt has retired. So it's been about 2 years after his passing. It's really sad for Eric Rowan. Has the pain. So here's the next thing. This is Eric Rowan with the retired bottles. So his boy Gaddis and Bray Wyatt has will sitting down has a seal. So all bottles like boy Gaddis has a note of okay. Bray Wyatt has retired bottles. So this has been a long time. So this was so crazy. Has retired bottles. So Uncle Hattie and Eric Warren and the Wyatt family for my family for a life. But he's right like that. I like Eric Warren. He's a great wrestler. The big underdog. So Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper and Eric Warren backstage with Roman Reigns. The full bowling in the background. There's a hope. Some Pete this pistol. So that's been a long time to stand. So rest in peace, Bray Wyatt and Boy Lee. So this is what really great emotional for everyone has pain like this. Looking forward. So here's a son Huber's wife. Been 20 years out. Many ill Hubble about 1 hour each week. So she said, idea of Halloween is very sweet for me. So this was about 5 years ago. My world crashed down. It was a day we will from Timber to Saucerville. I just a day I learned how bad it really was. So a day a son I think a son who will class in my board was never the same as him. So I've been watching this tonight. It hit me hard. It wasn't knowing that above Son Hooper and Graham all gone is in feel. I'm angry and sad. I'm thankful for the legacies they left behind as a body. I think it's a body that come from them and they get to 17 to Universal and all the nights for taking such time and care for this and for incoming Son Hooper's manly. So Epic Rolling says also, Eric, I love you both so much. But Eric Rolling is right. So Bunny Rose about Happy Halloween from Tay and Bay, and I hope you're watching Smackdown tonight as well. So it might be good, I think. So happy rest of you fly, happy rest. So happy fly and happy rest of your week. Have a great weekend. I'm gonna wrap this up. So happy Halloween, you guys. Happy Halloween. And we might see you guys tomorrow night at Sunday Night Main Event. And so much more. So we will wrap this up right now. So we get one sticker occupy Spotify radio, podcast, anything is so much more. So have a rest of Friday, have a great weekend, and happy Halloween again. And don't to eat can't eat too much. So have a great Friday, have a rest of the weekend, and happy Halloween. And by next time, peace.